cannot believe you hacked onto my AIM account. So Jay, since we're telling stories of life lessons learned, here's a story that forever changed the trajectory of my life. First off, when I was growing up and people asked me what I was going to do when I was older, I always had the answer to that question. I knew when I was older I was going to be just like our dad and be a newscaster. To me, it always just seemed like the coolest job. Kids in my elementary school classes would ask me to get my dad's autograph for them. We would take field trips to the TV station, and it was always just like the most fun thing. So when I was in 3rd or 4th grade, a man came to our classroom and talked to us about a speech contest that was going to be held. Every student in our grade would prepare a speech and present it to our classes, and then 2 representatives would be chosen from our school to go on to a county final speech contest. So as I was going to be a future reporter someday, I was unbelievably amped about this project. So I went home and I got my dad to help me, and we wrote a speech about our hero, Lance Armstrong. Me and Dad just kept going through the speech over and over again until I had it down and memorized, and he was teaching me all sorts of tips and tricks. After we went through the initial round, me and another girl from my class who did her speech on dolphins, we were the ones who were selected from our school to go on to the finals. On the big night, I had my speech nailed down, but unfortunately my dad couldn't be there to be my support system because he had to work, so our mom was there instead. After we gave our speeches, we were all called down to the cafeteria where they had a big stage at the front and they were going through the awards. When our grade was up, all of us contestants got up on stage and anxiously waited to see what place we got in the competition. All the other names had been read off until it was just me and the other representative from my class left up on stage. I remember the moment right before they announced who the winner of the competition was, and me and the girl just kind of exchanged a really nervous glance, knowing that one of us was the winner. So they read the name off, and first place goes to Ben Carlin. Pure elation. They handed me my plaque, and I walked back to my table where Mom was waiting for us, just staring at it the whole time. I remember sitting down, and probably in the most vivid memory that I have from my childhood, I remember looking up at my mom and saying the words, "Dad is going to be so proud of me." It was about that point in time when I started surfacing back to reality, and all of a sudden I heard a voice over the microphone that said, "Ben, can you please come back up to the stage? There's been a mistake." I was in complete bewilderment. I had absolutely no idea what had happened, so I got back up on stage and they explained to me that they had read the results backwards. I had not only not won the competition, I had come in last. I honestly believe that this moment in my life was one of the reasons why I decided against going into reporting as my career path. So Jay, like in your video yesterday, this was a moment in my life where I honestly felt like I was at my lowest. But the fact is that as I grew up, I found something else to be passionate about, and now I have a job that I absolutely love. So Jay, for my question of the day, do you have a moment in your life that you consider to be pivotal? A specific event that occurred that forever changed who you were to who you are today? Also, on a less serious note, or potentially more serious note, has everybody seen Justin Yun's new Giraffalent? This thing is so awesome, and I believe it to be the general of the Giraffalents. Alright Jay, that's all I've got for you today. End week 8.
You've just finished watching Super Carlin Brothers. Have a nice day.